Hey cutie. Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. It's time for my most recent empties. This is stuff that's accumulated from September, October, and like midway through November. These are really the only items I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to finish throughout November too. What better time than now to just talk trash with you guys, and then I'll have like my last minute empties in December before we talk all things end of year makeup empties. So if you are interested in empties videos, favorites, project pans, get ready with me, shop my stash, that kind of stuff, I hope you hit the subscribe button so you can be a cutie too. So I figured I always start and like section things off from like bath, body, skin, and then makeup. So it's going to be very similar in that capacity. We're going to start things off with my skincare, body care, and then I always save the best for last, which to me is makeup. I'm going to just start grabbing products and we're going to talk about them. I have two mini fragrances that I figure why not talk about them first. So I have Replica Springtime in the Park, this little fragrance sampler. I actually really liked this. It was very floral, very soft. I like very soft fragrances. I either like them really soft or really warm, like amber, vanilla, like brown sugar kind of stuff. Two different sides of one coin. So I really actually liked this. It's a lot softer. I could see myself getting another small trial. Maybe not like a tiny baby size of it, but maybe like a travel size for the spring months. But I'm still searching for my perfect fragrance. Then I did try a sampler pack from Fleur. I kept seeing targeted ads from it, so I just bought a sampler pack of their fragrances. This is Tangerine Boy. I don't like this. Mister didn't work, so Josh gave me his atomizer to put this into, and I don't know if it's this that had more of a masculine fragrance to it or if the atomizer itself had some residual cologne in it that made it a little bit more masculine. However, it smelled like a really sexy man. Every time I wore this, I was like, man, if I was a dude, I would want to sniff me right now. So I actually kind of liked this. I feel like if I smelt this on someone, I would also appreciate it on them. That's all for fragrance. However, I do have another thing that had a fragrance in it. This was a body oil. This is by La Gourmande. This is the Lait de Coco body oil. This was okay. I didn't like the pump mechanism on these, so I don't know if I would repurchase these. And I didn't find this brand's body oil to be the most hydrating. I did like the, oh man, what was the brand? Oh, it was the Salt Air. I liked the Salt Air body oils a lot more than I liked the Le Gourmand, but they are a lot more expensive and you can't get them as accessibly. You have to order those off of their own website. Speaking of Salt Air, I had a deodorant that I ended up finishing. I don't like this by itself, the AHA deodorant. However, I like this layered with my other deodorants. So I will put this on first, kind of let it just dry down because it is a very liquidy rollerball deodorant. I let it fully sit down and then I put my other regular deodorant on top of it, and it really does maximize the longevity of my deodorant and keep me a little less sweaty in the summer months. I don't necessarily need that for like the winter months. However, in the summer, I'm a sweaty gal. I did also finish a Touchland hand mist. There's a little bit in there. It's very hard to get the rest of it. I'll try. I guess I didn't even realize. I'll try to get that out. This is something that I use when I take the dog on an adventure, and if I have to pick up after him, I always have one of these in here. This was the berry scent, or no, I'm sorry, this was the wild watermelon scent, which I like more than the berry scent, but it is still very, very sweet. Speaking of stank, the tea tree oil foot repair lotion. This is actually pretty nice. I don't know if it necessarily for like scent, but this helped like my poor cracked feet so much. But my packaging broke, so it was kind of annoying to use this, so I never really wanted to reach for this. So it's just been sitting at my next to my bed waiting for me to use it every night, and I finally just finished it. And I don't know if I would repurchase it. I wouldn't repurchase it. I need something a little thicker is what I like in a lotion. Then I have two little mini baby skincare products. First is the 𝙍𝙬𝙘𝙚 SPF. This was a really liquid SPF, but it did have that like SPF quality where it did kind of leave a little bit of like a sheen and have a little bit of that like sunscreeny texture on the hand. I actually really liked this though because it was so thin. It wasn't like something super thick and goopy when you put it on. It was just really thin and it spread really easily. This is the Mega Shade SPF 50 Breakout Proof Sunscreen Serum. I didn't realize it was a serum. Maybe if I read that and saw serum, this all makes sense to me now. I actually did like this. I can see myself repurchasing this after I get through another sunscreen. Then the other little mini I have is a Cetaphil Hydrating Foaming, Hydrating Foaming Cream Cleanser. This was okay. It won't dethrone my holy grail, my tried and true La Roche-Posay Gentle Hydrating Toleraine Cleanser. That's the one that I've gone through multiples of. I constantly repurchase it because it's a no-nonsense, super gentle cleanser. Foaming cleansers typically are a little bit more dehydrating for the skin in general, even though it does say hydrating. I find them just a little bit more dehydrating personally. So I don't know if I would necessarily get that Cetaphil one. I am very happy and content with my La Roche-Posay one. So I don't feel like I'm the target for that, so to speak. However, what I will continue to repurchase and have repurchased time and time again are the Mighty Patch Micropoint for Blemishes Acne Pimple Patches. I love these ones. I love the orange ones. I love all of these Mighty Patches so much. They just work really well. I don't have the thing anymore because I threw it out because we were out of them. But Josh actually likes these too. He'll put them on if he feels a zit starting to come on. Sometimes he uses the wrong one, and I have to correct him which one's the best one for him at the moment. However, we both love these. This is a CUTIE staple. I ended up finishing a nail polish. This was on my October Mani. This was a very dark purple polish. There might be a little bit left, but not enough to do like anything for my nails. So I'm counting this one done. I've had this polish for, I want to say like 10 years at this point, and it's a teeny tiny size of my thumb polish container. It's taken forever for me to reach for that. I like a lot of bright color nail polishes, not necessarily super dark ones. Moving on to my declutters. I have one makeup declutter and then two tool declutters. So I have this that you guys ended up seeing me throw into my declutter in a video, and a lot of you guys were really proud of me, and I appreciated that so much. Sometimes you just need a little motivation to like get rid of stuff that isn't sparking joy. So this is the AOA Studio Green Contour Green Concealer Stick. It's just too cool toned for a green concealer stick, in my opinion. That is not getting considered as an empty. That's just getting decluttered and moved out of my collection. Then the tools that I'm getting rid of, I have had this lash applier for so long. This I've had for like 6 years. I never reach for this. I never wear lashes. I like my natural lashes. I don't need anything crazy with them. I just put a nice mascara on and that's enough for me. And if I really am going to do lashes, I have other tweezers and I don't need these like rounded ones that are hard for me to maneuver on my lids. So that one's gone. Then something that made me really sad, because this was relatively new into my life, the e.l.f. Brow Lift applicator. This annoys me because they tell you to bend the spoolie and whatever. Guess whose spoolie comes out? I like glued mine in, but the spoolie part comes out. And so whenever I'm trying to use this now, the spoolie's like riding all over the place in this thing. And I'm like, your job is to stay put so I can move my brows where I need them. And I can't do that if you're like, wee, going all around over the place. So this unfortunately does not work for me. I'll show you exactly what brush I've been liking for my brows is this like toothbrush style brush. I actually ended up breaking this one, but I've glued it on and I bought another set of those because I like the toothbrush style brush. Does anyone have a recommendation on where I can find and buy this, like a multi-pack of this style brush? If you say a toothbrush, I'm fine with that. Just tell me to go to the dollar store and I'll buy a pack. I'll do it. Let me know. Let me know, please. Makeup. Oh, wait. I had one other. I forgot. I finished yesterday, maybe today. I just got a package from Ulta, which I'll talk about later. But I ended up getting a little sample pack of stuff, and I finished this goat milk lavender blossom hand cream. It was okay. It kind of smelled like alcohol, like a mixed drink to me. And so I don't know if I would necessarily go and seek that out. Not that scent, at least. Maybe a different scent of that. However, I like my Kopari body butters. That's currently my absolute favorite. And then I've really liked the EOS lotions as well. Those have been like my tried and trues. And then the Fenty body butter also has been really lovely. Anyway, makeup time. It's time to talk empty makeup with you guys. I'm going to go over the items you would have heard me talk about in my Plan to Pan final check-in first, just to knock those out of the way. So first I had my Amphelios SPF primer by La Roche-Posay that I did end up finishing up within that project. Within that capacity, but in my end of year project pan, I ended up finishing this up. I really like this. I've talk about it more in that video, so if you want my thoughts, go check that out. Same thing with the NYX Bare With Me setting spray and primer spray. I really like this, mostly the mister. If you want more thoughts, check that video out. I've talked about it in a lot of those check-in videos. Then I have the items that I've actually finished up within the past few months. I have 6 makeup items to talk about. And first one is kind of like a makeup skincare. I don't know what you want to count it as, so we'll talk about it first just to knock it out. That is the Hero Cosmetics Force Shield. This was an SPF, like a brightening SPF. It had like a nice apricot kind of tint to it. I really liked this when I would go take the dog out on a little stroll because it made my skin look a lot less dead. Something that I could just apply this, throw a concealer on, and be about my day and not feel like I had to pile on a bunch of makeup. So I really liked this. I actually have a second one. I liked it so much I purchased my own of that. Then I have another highlighting product. This is the Fenty Liquid Killawatt and Side Chick. There looks like there's some in there. I can't get any more out, and it's not worth it for me to cut it open personally. So this is the shade Side Chick. It was just a nice liquid highlight. I was very happy to finish this off. I mixed it with a foundation at the time and ended up finishing it that way, and I'm really happy about that. I also finished off a lip gloss. This has a little bit of gloss in it still, but I consider this the backwash of lip gloss. If you're new to my channel, I know it's gross. I'm so sorry. This is a mini gloss bomb by Fenty. This is in the shade Champ Stamp Fantasy. I am going to make it a point next year to try to finish as many of my Fenty gloss bombs as humanly possible because I have a new favorite gloss formula that I have purchased a bunch of, so I need to start getting those out of my collection to only have my favorites. With lips, I also finished the Essence 8-Hour Lip Liner in the shade Rosy Nude. Not my favorite color. I liked the formula enough that I would try these again, maybe in a different shade. But the color of this was kind of like spaghetti sauce lips. Like I had eaten something saucy and kind of have like staining all over my mouth. Not necessarily a cute color for a lip product. We'll start with the least exciting and then finish with the more exciting eye product. A mascara. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. I have mine in a mini. This was okay. I like it when I receive it in like minis like this, but I never seek out and buy this myself because I don't typically like this style mascara wand. I am typically a rubber bristle. I don't need much. I just want something that's gonna define my own natural lashes, and that's enough for me. So it was okay. The price point on those is pretty high typically, so I don't ever really seek out to want to purchase it. I will say Ulta did just have a mini, like $10 mini sale, and I'm kicking myself that I missed buying some minis for $10, but that's neither here nor there. My last empty to share with you is what I would consider a very exciting one because it's an eyeliner empty. And it's an electric blue eyeliner empty. This is the this is the LA Girl Electric Eyeliner, the Shockwave liner in electric. This was such a fun blue. I really like this color as an eyeliner. This does bring out the whites of my eyes, which I really appreciate. I like the formula of these Shockwave liners, although they do dry out fairly quickly. So if you do purchase them, you want to prioritize them, I would say. That is something else that I'm working on, is trying to get as many of these used up before they completely go off on me. But those be the empties, guys. That is all of my makeup empties for the past couple months. No, that's not just makeup. Those are all my empties for the past couple months. I have them all. I have this really giant bag from a company I used to work for. And this is where I store all my empties. And then I have all of my makeup empties also in an old Ulta bag of mine. So we have a lot of trash. I'm going to be siphoning my makeup empties into here. So at the end of 2024, we can talk makeup trash with each other, and I'm so excited to do it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're staying healthy, sane, and safe. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.